If you grew up with that steady engine rhythm out in the field, you already know this. Real durability isn't on a spec sheet. It's proven by tractors that still work after decades. Today, we're counting down the 10 most durable American tractors of all time. Steel-tough legends, easy to fix, parts everywhere, and built to feed real farms. And trust me, the closer we get to number 1, the more impressive it gets. Number 10, the John Deere Model A. Before electronics, before dashboards full of lights, a farmer needed one simple promise. Put fuel in it, pull the lever, and let it work all day. That's the spirit of the Model A. It was built in an era when reliable meant fewer parts to fail, thick castings, and straightforward mechanics. The kind you could understand with a flashlight and a wrench. What made it durable is exactly what you can see and feel. The chassis, the rear end, and the driveline. Rugged and overbuilt for their time. The engine is steady and forgiving. And the hand clutch, plus those simple controls. They were made for long, repetitive days. When it's cared for, clean fuel, fresh oil, and basic tune-ups. Many Model A tractors will still start and run today, year after year, even after generations of work. That kind of longevity isn't luck. It's honest design. It's also easy to live with. The Model A is friendly to restoration, and it's friendly to learning. If something acts up, you can usually diagnose it. Without special tools, there's a strong collector community, plenty of shared know-how, and reproduction parts that keep these tractors working, not just sitting in a shed. And then, there's the nostalgia. If you've ever heard that classic John Deere 2-cylinder, pop, 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 you don't forget it. It sounds like cool mornings, fresh-cut hay, and a time when steel and patience mattered. But the next tractor doesn't just last. It became the trusted partner of small farms, all across America. Number 9, the Minneapolis-Moline G1000. Some tractors are everywhere, and some are getting harder to spot out in the wild. But if you ever ran one, you remember it. The G1000 is that kind of machine. It wasn't as common as Deere or IH, yet it earned a quiet respect because it was tough, heavy, and built for real work. The durability starts with its stance. This tractor feels planted. The frame and rear end are stout, and the whole machine carries its weight, like it expects to pull. Controls are straightforward, and the mechanical layout is honest. No gimmicks, just solid parts doing solid jobs. On long days, plowing, disking, or hauling. This is the kind of tractor that doesn't complain. It just digs in, holds its pace, and keeps going. When equipment is built for that steady, day-after-day grind, it tends to survive. For a top-list video, the G1000 is also rare, but worth it. That name alone makes people lean in. Viewers stay to see something they don't hear about every day. And older farmers? They often smile, because they remember when these were still around the neighborhood. Even now, the community hasn't let it disappear. There are still collectors and restorers, bringing G1000s back from barn finds, turning faded paint and tired sheet metal into clean, working tractors again. Those before and after shots? Pure satisfaction. But if you're talking simple, easy-to-fix durability that a small farm could depend on, the next tractor is the practical classic. Number 8, the Oliver 1650. Oliver tractors don't always get the loudest praise in big best of lists, but talk to someone who actually owned one, and you'll often hear the same simple line. It runs smooth, and it just keeps working. That's the Oliver 1650 in a nutshell. Quietly dependable, without a lot of drama. Its durability comes from steady, well-balanced engineering. The engine and drivetrain have a strong reputation for being stable and consistent, especially when the basics are done right. Clean filters, good oil, and regular service. This isn't the kind of tractor that demands constant attention. When it's maintained like a working machine should be, it tends to stay in that sweet spot. Starts up, warms up, and pulls clean, day after day, without a long list of nagging problems. And the driving experience matters, especially for older farmers. The 1650 is known for feeling easy. In a good way, it runs smooth, doesn't feel jumpy, and it's comfortable to spend time on. That smoothness isn't just about comfort. It also says something about wear and tear. Machines that operate without harsh vibration and constant strain often last longer. The Oliver 1650 also has that long-term farm value. Many of them are still working on small operations, handling steady chores, mowing, moving wagons, and light field work. Others become the backup tractor, the one you keep because you trust it. It might not be the newest, but when you need something to fire up and do a job, it's there. And speaking of a tractor, that's there when you need it. The next one is a true symbol of practical, everyday durability. Number 7. The Allis-Chalmers WD45. The WD45 is the kind of tractor people trust, for a simple reason. It never tried to be fancy. It didn't need chrome, extra frills, or complicated systems. It just needed to do 3 things: start, pull, and finish the job. And for a lot of farms, that was enough to earn a place in the shed for a lifetime. Its durability comes from straightforward, old-school mechanics. The WD45 was built in a time when you could see what was happening and fix what was wrong. If something needed attention, you didn't need a computer or special tools. You needed common sense, a basic set of wrenches, and the patience every good farmer already has. That simple layout makes it easy to maintain, and machines that are easy to maintain tend to last. It was also an economical worker. The WD45 helped farms get real horsepower without breaking the bank. Operating costs were reasonable, and repairs didn't feel like a second mortgage. That's a big reason so many families held on to them, year after year, passing them down like a tool that still had plenty of life left. In some places, it wasn't just the old tractor, it was the reliable one. And because the WD45 was popular, the support never disappeared. There's a wide community of owners, plenty of manuals and how-to guides, and parts that are still within reach. That matters. A tractor can be tough, but if you can't keep it running, toughness doesn't help. The WD45 checks both boxes, durable and keepable. But if you ask a group of farmers, which red tractor is tough as a rock? The next one is often the shared memory of an entire generation. Number 6. The Farmall M. A lot of older Americans can spot a Farmall M from a distance. That deep red paint, that upright stance, that no-nonsense look. It's instantly familiar. The Farmall M feels like an old hand on the farm. It doesn't talk big. It just shows up, works hard, and keeps doing it year after year. Its durability is in the way it was built. This tractor has a heavy, rugged feel, solid castings, stout components, and a simple layout, made to take a beating. It handles load well, and when it's used regularly, it seems to settle into its work. A lot of owners will tell you the same thing. The Farmall M doesn't like to sit. Put it to work. Keep up basic care, and it stays in the groove. For decades, maintenance is another reason it lasts. The Farmall M is straightforward and easy to access. You can get to what you need without fighting the machine. It's the kind of tractor that taught a lot of people how to wrench because the design makes sense. And because Farmalls were so common, you can still find knowledge, parts, and people who know how to keep them running. That support network, that's part of durability, too. But the Farmall M isn't just a tool. It's a piece of farm culture. Across the Midwest, it shows up in childhood memories, sitting by the barn, running a belt-driven machine, or heading out at sunrise. With a full day ahead, put a Farmall M in a top list. And people don't just watch. They comment. They share stories. They remember. And when it comes to a tractor, that truly covered America's small farms, from coast to coast. The next one is the real legend. Number 5. The Ford 8N. The Ford 8N was more than a tractor. For many small American farms after World War II, it was the right-hand helper that made a living possible. A family might not have had the biggest barn or the newest equipment, but if they had an 8N, they could plow, mow, rake, pull, and keep the place moving. It gave ordinary farms a real shot at getting work done on time. Its durability comes from a simple idea: keep it basic. The 8N is easy to start, easy to understand, and easy to fix. There aren't a lot of complicated systems to chase down. When something acts up, the problem is usually straightforward, and the solution is usually within reach. That's why so many of these tractors survived. And it's also why parts support is still strong today. So strong that many owners can still find what they need without a long hunt. The 8N is practical in the best way. It fits the size and the rhythm of a small farm. It's a true do a little bit of everything tractor. And because it doesn't have extra bells and whistles, there's simply less to break. That matters when you're working with tight budgets and you need equipment that behaves like a dependable tool, not a fragile project. The legacy is hard to ignore. Most older viewers have seen an 8N in person, parked behind a shed, sitting at the edge of a pasture, or working at a neighbor's place. When that familiar gray and red shape shows up on screen, people lean in. They remember who owned one, what it was used for, and how it sounded on a cold morning. But if the 8N was the trusted friend of the small farm, the next tractor is built for heavier pulling, strong, confident, and famous for being downright tough. Number 4. The Case 930 Comfort King. There are tractors people talk about every day, and then there are tractors that don't need much talk at all. The folks who ran them just nod and say it plain. Case pulls hard, and it will work. The 930 Comfort King fits that description perfectly. It's the kind of machine that earned respect quietly, one long day at a time. The durability starts with how it feels. The 930 sits heavy and steady, like it was built to stay planted. The frame and rear end feel stout, and that weight turns into confidence. When the load gets serious, whether you're pulling tillage tools, dragging wagons, or working through tough ground, this tractor was made for long hours. It doesn't feel delicate. It feels like it expects to be used. And for older farmers, the name Comfort King isn't just marketing. It points to something real, a tractor that was made to be lived on. When you spend a full day in the seat, comfort matters. A tractor that rides and handles well helps the operator stay steady, make fewer mistakes, and simply keep going. Over time, that becomes part of durability too. Not just the machine lasting, but the man running it lasting through the season. The Case 930 also brings a strong story angle. For a top list video, it's often the choice of people who like equipment built tough, without showing off. No extra flash, just a reliable workhorse with a solid reputation. And if you want a name that's not only strong, but widely known, an icon of American diesel power, then the next tractor is going to feel very familiar. Number 3. The International Harvester 1066. When people talk about IH, one idea comes up fast: strong, honest, working machines. The 1066 is a perfect example. It's the kind of tractor many farms still keep around. Because, as folks like to say, you'd hate to sell it. Not because it's pretty, because it's proven. The 1066 comes from the famous 66 series, a lineup that earned a reputation for being built to pull. This tractor has the weight and the power for real field work. When the ground is tough and the implement is heavy, the 1066 is in its element. It's not a delicate machine, and it doesn't feel like one. Everything about it says, hook up and go. That's why so many of these tractors stayed on the job for decades, not just a few seasons. Durability is also about support, and the 1066 has plenty of it. There are a lot of owners, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of shared experience. That matters more than people realize. A tractor can be built like a tank, but if nobody knows how to keep it running, it won't last. With the 1066, you have something better, a machine that was common enough to build a deep bench of mechanics, part suppliers, and real-world fixes passed around for generations. And it looks good on camera, too. That classic IH stance, the farm-ready shape, the sound of a diesel underload. It hits the nostalgia button without turning into a museum piece. Many 1066 tractors still work, and they still draw a crowd at shows. That mix, still useful and worth remembering, is a powerful combination. But if the 1066 is a symbol of raw diesel strength, the next tractor is famous for something else. It's tough, and it's a smart investment. One of those machines that holds its value like few others. Number 2. The John Deere 4440. A lot of farmers have said some version of this. If I could only keep one classic Deere and still do real work, I'd think about a 4440. That tells you everything. The 4440 isn't just remembered. It's still trusted. It has the power to handle serious jobs, and it has a reputation for being good to you if you treat it right. The durability of the 4440 shows up in day-to-day life. It's known for steady, dependable operation, starting when you need it, running smooth, and working long hours, without constant fuss. This is the kind of tractor people count on during busy seasons, when downtime costs money, and you don't have time for surprises. Over the years, that reliability became its calling card. That's also why so many 4440s are still out there, earning their keep, not just sitting as collectibles. And then, there's the value. In many areas, a good 4440 isn't just an old tractor. It's an asset. Farmers look at it like something that holds its worth, because it still solves real problems. You can use it, you can maintain it, and if you ever decide to sell it, there's usually a buyer waiting. That kind of demand doesn't happen by accident. It happens when a machine proves itself for decades. And that brings us to the big moment. Because number 1 is the tractor many people call the gold standard of American durability. Number 1. The John Deere 4020. Some tractors don't need a long introduction. You say the name, and people already understand. The John Deere 4020 is one of those machines. It was built for the field, built to work, and many of them are still doing real jobs today, not just sitting pretty at a show. The core durability of the 4020 comes down to two things: solid design and solid build. It has a strong, confident feel, like it was made to handle long seasons. Without giving up, this tractor earned its reputation the hard way. One load at a time, one harvest at a time, one cold morning start at a time. That legend wasn't created by advertising. It was created by farmers who depended on it, and then told the next generation, that one will take care of you. Another reason the 4020 lasts is that it's keepable. The mechanical layout is approachable. It's a tractor you can understand. And when something does need attention, you're not alone. There's a huge community of owners, plenty of parts, and skilled mechanics who know these machines inside and out. That support matters, because durability isn't just how long a tractor can run. It's how long a tractor can be kept running. The 4020 checks both boxes. And for many viewers over 55, the 4020 is more than equipment. It's tied to a whole era, when American farming pushed forward fast. Bigger fields, more horsepower, more work getting done in less time. For a lot of families, the 4020 wasn't a purchase. It was a turning point. So if you've ever seen an old 4020, paint faded, seat worn smooth, still firing up and heading to work, you already know why it's number 1. These 10 tractors aren't just iron and gears. They're pieces of American farm life. Machines that pulled plows, hauled hay, and helped carry families through one season after another. And that's the real test of durability. Not what's written on paper, but what still shows up and still works when the day is long. Now I want to hear from you. Which tractor is the true number 1 in your book? Have you owned one, driven one, or fixed one from this list? And how many years did it serve you? Drop a comment with your #1 and tell us why.